X96.
All right, 7:04.
Here in the studio with us, we have the mayor of South Jordan.
Correct.
One of the Jordans.
Somebody Jordan.
South Jordan. David Alvord. And David was the winner of Boner voting. When was it, David?
I think it was Wednesday that I won that award.
This week?
Prestigious award. And I just have to say it's great to be with you guys. Big fan since the beginning. All the way back from the KJQ days.
You say that, but then I ask, what happened? We've had no influence on you at all, clearly.
Has he not learned anything?
So let's talk about what exactly the situation was. How long have you been mayor of South Jordan?
I'm on my third year now.
And by the way, congratulations and for doing that. It's often a thankless job, I think, being mayor of small cities.
Yes.
And I frankly don't know why you'd want to do it, because no matter what you do, people will not like you.
It's a genetic flaw, and it derives out of passion for your city. But it's a real honor as well.
Yeah. Here's the story. West Jordan, city leaders in West Jordan, you had kind of a contentious council meeting where you have wanted to. That isn't it. That's West Jordan. You're not Jeff Haga.
South Jordan.
That's one of the common problems is we're associated with all the Jordans.
Yeah. So you wanted to change the flag of South Jordan, which right now is
like a tree or something. What is it?
Right. Well, I'm really happy you brought that up. Flags is an interesting thing, and I think it's actually kind of a Utah problem. Cities, states, and nations really should have flags, not logos. And here in Utah, we kind of do it bass-ackwards. We create logos rather than flags and seals.
Why does it matter?
Well, a flag is an indication of a destination. It's a point on the map. And so when you get to a country, you see the flag of the United States, you know you're in the United States. A logo is something that's exportable. You put it in a box. It goes out with a salesman. But a flag is really a point in space. It's an identifier. It's a place for a community to rally around.
So what does South Jordan have now, in your opinion, a flag or a logo?
Well, we kind of made that rookie mistake. We started with a logo and not a flag.
And then put it on a flag.
Yeah, and it's kind of silly. But we call it a logo on a bed sheet. And it's kind of silly because
I know what you mean.
I sent you the story.
Yeah.
I sent you the story.
I know what you mean exactly. A flag is designed as a whole piece.
Sure.
Rather than a logo that's stuck on a sheet.
And logos change. Logos, they change with styles. I noticed X96 has an updated logo. It's beautiful. But they can be updated with the time that they're in. But a flag should be timeless. And really, that's where a city ought to start. And so that was something that we looked at as a city. And we said, gosh, wouldn't it be great to have a local contest where we actually design a flag? Right now we have our logo printed, and it actually has the little trademark insignia. And I just think we can do better. We're now 65,000 strong, and it's time we get serious.
Now, when you say we decided it would be better to have a real flag than a logo, who do you mean when you say we?
Is it the royal we?
Is it you?
Because it seems like the rest of the council not in a hurry.
Not as urgent. There was a consultation with myself and with some staff members that we discussed this. We recently hired a PIO. And frankly, and I'm not here to defend the reason she's a public information officer.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I'm not here to defend the event that led to this prestigious award.
Did you stomp out of the council meeting?
Well, it was very late. We were almost done with the meeting, and it was some frustration. And there was. I don't know if there was stomping, but I excused myself, and for me it was a preventative.
That's it. I've had it. I better not stay, or it's going to get ugly.
It's going to get worse, And we've actually had a really cordial council. We've had a great track record. I didn't want to be the one to diminish that. I frankly didn't think people would notice that I excused myself.
But isn't this one of those things where there's a lot of actual business that needs to take place in those? Maybe that's the thing that you do. Okay, have we done everything else? Have we solved all the problems?
Apparently there were...
Okay, now let's look at the
every
flag.
pothole filled, all the crime solved.
But
apparently there were a lot of people there for a public hearing about horses and how many horses you can keep on your property.
Right.
And there were a lot of people there who members of the public who wanted to deal with that. And at least the way Paul Raleigh, now I have it in front of me, the way Paul Raleigh presented it was, you kept saying, well, fine, but let's get this flag, let's do this flag thing, and that was making people kind of...
One of the things we try to do is adhere to the printed agenda, so we have times listed, and so when we move things around, people are expecting to show, just like this morning I had an appointment with you guys, people are expecting to show, and so moving things around was a little bit of a frustration. One of my jobs as mayor is to kind of keep things on track.
Now your idea was to have someone in the public, some resident, do a contest of some kind to design the thing, and that I think is a bad idea, because that's when you get Bodie McBoatface. And one of our listeners actually designed for you a flag.
Yeah. Oh boy,
with your face on the boat.
Oh man, let's do it that
way. That's the flag right there. So.
We did have a lot of comments from people who live in South Jordan who said David Alvord is a great dentist. He's the best dentist.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing is we're not full-time professional politicians. We give our time to the city, and sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we get prestigious awards. And
what's down the road after being mayor?
One second before we leave.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
There was Paul Raleigh also said this, and it was part of the Boner candidate, that you've had a colorful term as mayor, trying to get council members to agree to post an anti-Planned Parenthood diatribe on the city's webpage.
I wanted to bring that up as well.
Did you do that?
This was a while ago. This was during the undercover videos by Breitbart that showed that there was some
the fake ones.
Oh well,
they have been debunked.
The edited ones
legitimately have been debunked.
Well, the things that were said by the Planned Parenthood folks,
the way you talk about your job very casually. Sure. The way they talk about their job, very casually.
In an unguarded...
Yeah.
You talk about giving a root canal very casually. You don't go into graphic detail and get excited. That's the problem.
You may even talk about with other dentists, what patients are like when they're knocked out.
That may happen as well. So they were secretly recorded.
Some of your listeners, and I'm one of them, were not happy to hear about the sale of human body parts, especially a fetus.
So you can say sale. Yes. That's a very electric word there, because money is exchanged, but no one's getting rich.
Nobody's making money.
Costs have to be covered.
It's the same.
So anyway, like heart transplant.
But what does the mayor have to do with Planned Parenthood?
Well, we have one in our city.
Okay,
and it was an issue that was very strong at the time. We decided not to get into the video because it was still under dispute at the time.
All right, well, you brought it up, so
we...
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
What we did instead is we simply wrote a letter to our our people in Congress, and we asked them if they would not support federal...
Women's health care.
No, federal funding of a particular program.
Women's health care.
Well, we don't...
No.
Because they don't spend federal money on abortion.
Medicare, Medicaid... No, we're talking about one.
I'm talking about Planned Parenthood.
Exactly.
Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
And women's health care.
That's something we asked the federal government no longer to engage in.
They don't pay for abortion.
Federal money doesn't go.
They don't pay for abortion.
Anyway.
All right.
Okay. Let's leave. Right. That federal money. It's already.
We feel strongly about these things.
The United States.
I'm well.
We feel strongly in the fact that we will tell you to your face you're wrong.
Right. But see, the thing is that what bothers me about all of that, and without getting angry about it, is that people have been led down this path to believe a certain thing about Planned Parenthood, which isn't true.
It is not true.
And you still have this strong feeling that it is true.
And you're quoting Breitbart as a source of news.
It's just not the case. But at any rate, what's going to happen with the flag? And will you run for mayor again?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really grateful for this opportunity to come here. Your program has actually breathed a little life into it. I've received several messages from constituents that they're interested in tackling that problem. And whether or not we do a contest, I'm well aware of the Bodie McBoatface problem. That's to be determined. And by the way, it was the first time I'd brought this up with my council. It was late. A few of them talked to me afterwards, said, "Hey, it was late. You brought it up late to us, and let's talk about it again, maybe over lunch." And so this thing isn't dead. I hope we can tackle that problem, and also the real problems. I mean, this. part of being a mayor, part of running a city is solving the potholes, solving the crime. But it's also creating a sense of community. I happen to think we have a wonderful community. We have great people. We're known for shoveling each other's walks. We're known for helping each other out. And a flag can be a banner to rally around. And South Jordan deserves something wonderful like that. And
may I suggest a man with a snow shovel over his shoulder saying, "I'm here to help."
I'm here to help.
Thanks for being with us, David Alvord.
Oh, we have your
reward. We have your
awesome.
Boner T-shirt.
Yes.
It's purple. Yeah, there you go. It's and my guess is you won't be wearing that in public very, very often. But it's thanks for coming in. You're a good sport.
Thanks so much.
And,
Thank you.
Voting for Trump?
Undecided.
Oh, good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. All right, because we're out of time. I wouldn't have time.
Thanks, David.
All right. Thank you, David. Let's do some traffic here.